Great dog tricks include playing dead. A pleasant game for both the dog and its audience. Yet it's not as vital as teaching your dog to heed orders like sit and stay. It should be simple to pretend dead if you're sure your dog understands the lying down command. To begin teaching your dog to pretend dead, all you need are a few delectable goodies. Make sure you have your clicker on hand while teaching this technique with the clicker training method. Teaching your dog to act dead in 4 easy steps. Begin with your dog lying down. Tell your dog to lay down. Before you begin training your dog to pretend dead, be sure it can lie down on demand. To get your dog to roll over, hold a goodie up close to his nose and slowly pull it over to his side. A lot like teaching your puppy to roll over, this is the first stage. If your dog already understands how to accomplish this, it's an advantage over the competition. Say yes or good to your dog as soon as it lies on its side to encourage good listening habits. Or, if you prefer, you can simply press the button on your mouse. After that, reward your dog with a tasty treat. Repeat these steps as many times as you need to. As soon as your dog completes the roll a few times, add a cue word and an accompanying hand signal. Bang is a common verbal command, but many people prefer to use it in conjunction with a hand signal command, pointing their fingers in the direction of the dog. Asked by others, would you choose to be a cat or die? Regardless of the command you choose, make a hand signal to the dog and then place a reward next to him on the floor. For a while at least, you'll be rewarding your dog after it revives rather than placing the treat on the floor. Tip: it is possible to teach your dog to lay down longer when it is acting dead if it gets up too quickly. Wait a few seconds before giving the dog a treat for lying on its side, and then do so. Add a few seconds each time you practice this. For a long period of time, some dogs will lie still and pretend they're dead. Proofreading issues and patterns. When you begin to entice your dog to its side, it may be inclined to roll over to the other side if it already understands how to do so. A good time to use a clicker to record exactly the behavior you need. Use a reward to get your dog to lay down on its side, then click your clicker and give your dog a treat. Step aside for a moment if it wants to keep rolling over. Eventually, your dog will quit rolling over when it sees the treat is gone. Physically moving your dog may help if you're having problems getting it to lay on its side after it's been lured by the treat. The dog should be gently pushed onto its side. Click your clicker, or say yes or good, and give your dog a treat as soon as he's in the correct position. If your dog makes more than 2 or 3 mistakes in a row at any time in the training, you may be moving too fast. Consider going back a few steps and rehearsing. After a dog has been successful at the previous phase, move on to the next one. Be patient and consistent, and you'll get there. There is no one-size-fits-all approach to training a dog. If your dog shows signs of exhaustion, frustration, or boredom, stop training immediately. Even if you have to move to a simple action like sit or down as your final action, always strive to end sessions on a high note.